First of all, to say it is very unfair for someone to pick one issue that is currently gaining momentum in the media and then say that the Attorney General is failing in his duties. I mean, for me, it is like you want to disregard all the other work that has been done in that office since he took over. You know, previously we had a lot of infighting, a lot of legal battles between government agencies. You will have one government agency taking another government agency to court. You will have, you know, one ministry taking another ministry to court. And one of the things that the AG has been able to do in collaboration with this administration, with this government, is to at least put an end to that kind of wastage of resources. Because it is a lot of legal resources that are being spent of government fighting government. And that's something we have to give at least the Attorney General, because if you look into some of the cases that were pending and all of these things that were hindering the development, certain developmental projects, it was the infights within government agencies, and he has been able to at least have a conversation with those departments, advise them, and most of those cases have been able to be dropped, and you know, and then solutions have been met in terms of what was in contention. And when you look at the main duty of the AG, he's a legal advisor to all of these departments. The most that the AG can do is give advice. He cannot, he's not an executor of he will advise you that, you know, in this particular matter, perhaps you've come up with a new policy that is, you know, contrary to the constitution or the existing laws. He will advise you on how to maneuver, whether you need to present a bill of amendment of certain things, or whether you need to, you know, abandon the whole thing in totality. But I want to disagree with Sosyon that while we are saying that yes, it appears there is a trend, there is a pattern of some of the court orders or decisions that are coming from judiciary, the pattern seems to be targeting the Kenya Kwanza manifesto, and it appears as if it's being shot down in terms of a tool, using judiciary as a tool to stop development that this government wants to put out. But I disagree with Sosyon that we need to get to a place where we defy court orders. I can tell you that many a times before we took over as the Kenya Kwanza government, I came to these morning shows and we were discussing and really condemning the issue of our former President Uhuru Kenyatta just defying court orders. Court order after court order was just being disregarded, and you know, and it is not the way to go. Because at the end of the day, any leader who actually is sworn into office, holds that Bible and says that they are going to defend that constitution, cannot then be the same leader saying that this court order that has been churned out is not actionable, so then I will defy it. Because it's a little bit of, you know, especially being a legislator, I'm busy in Senate, legislating, creating laws, and then going out to tell people that it's okay for you to go against these laws. I don't think that is the advice we should be giving the president. The advice we should be giving the president, and I like what I see now, is having a conversation, which is what is being called for. Having a conversation does not mean that you are going to now infiltrate a system. It means that there are three arms of government, and they must have a conversation. Legislative agenda cannot be going completely against the constitution, which is being held by judiciary, or which is being enforced by judiciary. So having a conversation between those two arms does not mean that any arm is being compromised. And having a conversation as well between judiciary and any of these other two arms just simply means the same way we have a committee in Parliament and in Senate, and Sosyon knows this, called the Committee of Delegated Legislation. That committee is a legislative committee under Parliament, but works hand in hand with government, because what it does, it ensures that all the acts and the laws and the regulations that are being put out are within the constitution, and they are serving the people. That is also a conversation. So for me, I'm glad that the direction this conversation is taking is people need to sit down, all three arms, and they need to figure out a way to work for Kenyans without having the toxicity of leaders standing up and saying, you know, mentioning names in a podium. I don't think that is the direction.
The question is,